Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to Systems Workshop. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we are going to be reviewing Beast Becomes Her by Crystal Seitz. This is her sophomore novel, and I have to say I loved it more than I loved Inheritance, of course. And I love that. I love when I'm reading an author and I love their follow-up books more than their debut book. I think it shows so much just growth in characterization. Really, this book follows Edith, right? Yes, Edith. And Edith is a girl who suppresses all of her feelings, and with good reason. You know, she doesn't want to be less than perfect because her father murdered their mother and then killed himself. So it was a murder-suicide, and she witnessed it. So she's very, very traumatized by, one, her mother's depressive episodes, and also two, by her father's abuse, you know, verbal, physical, and mental abuse that she witnessed, right? So she wants nothing more than to be absolutely perfect because she has to take care of her little sister too, and they are in an adoptive home, but they haven't been formally adopted yet. So she's just like, I have to be on my best behavior. I have to do this so that way they will adopt my little sister at the very least. Like, I have to do this. Like, she puts so much pressure on herself. But of course, the boy puts his hands on her without her consent, and when she goes to slap him, claws come out. And so she ends up kind of disfiguring him. Don't touch people without their consent. Boy or girl. Don't do it. Just don't do it. And I think there's this whole revelation. She's a berserker. And her father was a berserker. So she is offered a chance to go to the school in Skallagrim. And where they don't just have berserkers there. So being a berserker means you can turn into an animal, you know. A boar, a bear, a wolf, you know, an animal, a wild animal that can inflict lots of damage, right? And she's just has so much repressed feelings that while she's there, she doesn't even know how to, like, be herself because she's still really terrified. Because what happens on her first day of school? Oh, someone's murdered in a very horrifically brutal way in which their intestines are ripped out of them. It's pretty brutal, and I was not expecting such brutality so early on. I was like, oh, okay. It's steeped in a lot of Norse mythology because you have hunters, people who also partake in Sida, I'm not sure the pronunciation, so apologies. But it's a form of magic, right? And you have witches, and you have other berserkers, and you also have seers, but there was a tragedy 30 years ago, so they shut down the seer school, right? Well, it looks like someone's trying to recreate what happened 30 years ago, and it all connects to berserkers in a way. And also the haunted seer school, because it's full on haunted. I mean, this school isn't joking when it's like Nevermore from Wednesday, but with Norse mythology. It's really, really actually cool, and I quite love that. But I also love the characterization. I love how Edith grows as a character because she just has so much trauma that she has never been able to unpack or deal with, you know. Her goal has just been like basically conceal, don't feel kind of thing. Just repress all of her emotions. And if we know anything, it is very, very bad to repress your feelings. I speak from personal experience on that front. Do not repress your feelings. Find a healthy way to let them out. I'm a chronic oversharer now. But I love her characterization. I love her character growth and how she comes to terms with her mother's death and the toxic relationship she had to grow up in, as well as just coming to terms with the trauma that she is not her father. She's absolutely terrified that she is like her father. She's so terrified she's like her father. This man who abused their mom and who ultimately killed her, you know? So there's a lot for Edith to unpack, and her characterization, her character growth, and how she just really not only comes to terms with that, but also learns to accept herself is such a wonderful journey. You also have Aemond, who is a hunter, and he is one who is also abused by his father, but albeit in a different way. It's manipulative, it's emotional, and it is sometimes physically abusive, because his dad is like this master hunter. He abused both of his kids to the point that his wife, who was a witch, left him with their son. It's like, we are not going to live under this roof with you anymore. With their other son, Nils. It's like, we're not doing this. It's like, go fuck yourself. So this book really does deal with toxic parenting and recognizing abusive relationships and how they come in many, many forms, you know, manipulative, emotional, physical, mental. I mean, there are so many ways to abuse someone. And I love that Edith and Aemond, you know, they go from enemies to friends to lovers through the progress of the entire story. There is no, oh yeah, halfway they become lovers. Like, no. They become friends first, because he thinks she's the killer. So he's just like watching her. He's like, I got you. But while he's watching her, she's trying to solve the murder. So he's also inadvertently helping her solve the murder, because he's like, oh shit, I was wrong. It wasn't her. Crap. Now I have to help her. Catch this person who's going around murdering people in heinous ways. It's like, I wasted so much time thinking it was her. And it's not. Just because she was in the wrong place at the wrong time, right? It's such a fast-paced story. It's addictive. It's well written. I love the tension. I will say that the ultimate villain, antagonist, was... I saw it coming. When it was finally revealed, I'm like, I knew it! You know? Knew it. But that didn't lessen the overall story because, again, it connects to abuse of power and parental abuse and how that can emotionally damage a person, you know? There's a lot that these characters have to unpack. They have to release a lot of their trauma. They have to face a lot of their trauma. They have to learn to recognize what abuse is, you know? They have to learn to separate abuse from love and thinking like, oh, well, they're just pushing me to be the best I can be. It's love. Like, no, absolutely not. So I like how thoughtful the novel is and how it really goes into the depth of it. You know, it's a very emotional read. It's a very therapeutic in a way. But I love seeing the characters face their trauma and face their abusers and, you know, just come and turn their back on that, you know, and just be like, you're not going to control me anymore. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it my way, and go their own separate ways and really grow as characters. And I love the character growth. I love just the friendships that evolve throughout the novel. I love the rising tension. I love that haunted school atmosphere. Like, that was very chilling, but it served a purpose. And it was a really, really good way to help the characters face their trauma, even though it probably wasn't the intent, but it was very well done, very well executed. I cannot wait to read more from Crystal Seitz. Thank you again to the publisher for sending me an arc of this book. I thoroughly enjoyed it, thoroughly loved it, have no regrets, 5 stars for me. On that note, thank you all for tuning in. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share with all your book loving friends. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.